I'm going to show you how to use National Geographics and create some wonderful imagery using polymer medium as a resist, stencils, and National Geographics, and this product here called nevr. Alrighty, let's get started. I'm going to start with this page here out of National Geographic, and I have a cosmetic sponge right here, and we'll get that a little wet. Okay, and then I'm going to pick a stencil. Since my theme is feathers, I'm going to use a stencil here. And now I have to position it to see how it's going to fit on the page and what colors I would like to be revealed here. So, sorry for the shine. There's the shine of the magazine, and then there's going to be the shine of the polymer there. We'll try to do this as best we can. Okay, I'm going to put this like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take the cosmetic sponge, just kind of dab it, get some on there, and then hold the stencil down and just dab it. Now, the polymer medium is an acrylic medium. You can use that and mix it with your acrylic paints. This has a gloss finish on it. I use it in my collage work to coat the papers and fuse it together on the surface of watercolor paper, wood panels, or canvas. Using polymer, I'm always exploring new ideas. Okay, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stencil up. All right, it's hard for you to see that. I'm going to let that sit to dry. And then what I'm going to do is take a baby wipe, or you can take a moist cloth, and I'm just going to wipe off quickly the extra polymer that's on here. You have to be careful because some of these stencils are beautiful stencils, but they're very detailed. And some of the edges, when you're rubbing them, could get bent. So I just try to, wipe that off. Okay, so here's a couple others just to show you that same stencil, if you can see it here. I'm not going to use all of this collage paper, even though it's kind of beautiful, but you can see the outline of the feather here, so I'm going to cut around that and use that in my collage work. So let's find one that is let's see what happens here with this one. Okay, so in order to do this, this gets a little messy, so I'm going to put some newspaper underneath here. This has been dried already. I stamped it with this feather stance, one of the feather stencils, and then the cosmetic sponge. Let that dry, and then now I'm going to use this product here called nevr. I have rubber gloves on because this has got a solvent on it. And this is like wads of cotton. It's there. And I'm going to take a good size and then put a lid back on there. Now in my studio, I have my door open and the windows, so you need to have good ventilation when you're working with this. So usually I do this outside, but being that I have all the doors open today, I'm going to take this and I'm going to rub it. And with the National Geographics, what happens is that you actually, it pulls off the inks on the surface. So you can see right there where I stamped, that's where the feather is left. Now you can decide how much you want to rub off. Okay. Now I just want to get these feathers here, but there. Okay. And then I could play with this area if I want. It pulls up. You never know what you're going to get, what colors underneath there. My intentions are is to save the color of the paper when I stamp on with the polymer. So this solvent doesn't pull up the polymer once it's been dried. So let me just set that there. I'm just going to reuse this baby wipe, and I'm just going to kind of clean up the area a bit. Okay, get the extra solvent off, and I just let it air out. All right, there's that one. Let's see what this one has here. Now, I can reuse this again. So I'm going to kind of fold in that area there. And I know I stamped on this one earlier. You can see the stencil and the shape emerging. There. Set that off. Use this other side a bit. Kind of clean it up. As you can see, the inks kind of get all over the edge there. It really makes a nice nice image here to incorporate into your work. You can trim around it, you can paint on it, you can stamp even more if you want. It's just, I don't know, I like the happy surprise. Let's see what this one has. Looks like I'll get a new piece of this. Make sure the lid's on there because that stuff smells and evaporates. Okay. Now this one's going to have different colors. It's lighter down here, darker there. As you can see, I'm just taking it, rolling off the inks. There. My table's making some noise here. Okay, and sometimes it gets saturated, so you have to kind of let it dry. It becomes see-through there. Looks like I need a baby wipe here to clean up. Okay. There. Yeah, this one became transparent. There was a lot of solvent on there. When it dries, then it won't be so transparent. All right, let's see some of these. My theme for the project I want to use is feathers. And so I have some feathers here already done. And here's this one here. So you can see the difference of what the magazine was before and what is revealed after you stamped it. All right. Okay, have some fun with it. Again, the product is Never Dull, and then I use the polymer medium. I have the cosmetic sponges, and then I use the stencils here, any kind of stencil, and then I just stamp right in there. Let it dry afterwards, and then come in and use the Never Dull. Okay? Alrighty, have some fun.